This, 40 that, Vernon Avenue ass, look, on the hood. I'm about to double down with a story right now because I did say as soon as we fall off the lockdown thing, I'm back going crazy. But on the hood, I'm off the little shadow joint too, so I gotta really just get my consistency up and just go in on the hood, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. On 410, I gotta get it back rolling, but this right here story with 4-leaf on the hood. Well, at the time, it's basically like two pieces to a story right now. And pretty much, we have to pay attention to the first story, and it's leading up to the second story on how the tables turned in this county jail. But it didn't really turn because it was kind of like a double negative to just begin with this young dude from PDL. He tried the tough. I give it to him. He did something I guess was tight for him. But remind you, I don't know where it came from or what possessed his mind, whatever. But long story short, the PDLs in the 40s did have a little feud going on way back when. Like I done fought PDL like way in juvenile hall and stuff like that behind whatever was going on behind the two. But in this day and age, it was like most dudes you run into PDL was like fake as fuck straight already. Like, I mean, to an extent, as far as it wasn't like no calling no peoples out and no stuff like that, right? But flung on the hood. Now fast forward. My cellies was infant, 4-leaf, and YG Nut. So bam, it's a court date for me. I just got pulled down to 4700 from where I was at and falling in the cell with the homies, whatever the homie pulled me. So bam, moving forward. And it's gonna be another reason to piggyback way back on something I said in the past about the Bloods can't catch phase. I mean, can't call out phase. That's what I meant. I never said catch phase. They can't call out no phase. So bam, remind you, cuz I got court, but court is like something that's so bunk, especially around your homies and stuff, because going to court pretty much on the dead homies, you'll sit up talking to the homies till at least midnight. You feel me? We talking about stuff. Y'all talking about all the same stuff, the same people we all know or whatever. And it gets to the point where it's like on a certain conversation, you got a buddy, and I know exactly what's going on, what y'all talking about, who y'all talking about, whatever. Or they might even ask your opinion, whatever. We got court 3:30. They waking you up 3 in the morning on the hood just to go sit in the tank for some more hours and all this type of stuff on the dead homies. And the crazy part, bro, I swear, it took me like damn near a year and a half, damn near 2 years to figure it out. But you figure it out like, bro, you don't gotta go down there right now. Tell them you ain't ready. And you gotta go to court. I'm going for sure, but I'm just not ready. You know what time the bus leave. Go down there 30 minutes or whatever before the bus finna leave, and you ain't gotta sit down there that long. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I was like in a lot of BS. So I used to really not ever duck my chance to get out of this cell. Like, we got things to go, things to do, and people to see on the hood. But long story short, cuz I go to court on the hood, and it's like I'm fresh in jail, and it's a point in my time where, I ain't gonna lie, when I was on the streets, it was a point in time you couldn't tell me certain individuals from East Coast wasn't from the hood. Like, in my eyes, they getting treated just like the 40s on the hood. As far as these certain individuals I used to rock out with, and they was all from the pack, whatever. But as I go to court, I don't remember what happened at court though. Like day at court though, it wasn't nothing for sure because I fought it so long. This was the beginning of time when I just came to jail, whatever. So on the dead homies, I don't remember who I ran into though. I ran into somebody from East Coast on the hood. It wasn't Infant Shice though, but on the hood, shout out to Infant Shice on the hood. And shout out to everybody and free everybody and tell them. But on the dead homies, I run into somebody from East Coast, and they had 5300 at the time. And 5300 is East Coast out. I want to say it. I believe it was a school dorm. There's so many East Coasters up there on the dead homies, but as they telling me who all in there, it's like on Crip, I want to see wooty or whatever. And on the dead homies, I roam. Instead of going back to my module, I go straight to 5,000 flow. So they telling me the program like it's straight, cuz the homies finna come back from school in a second, when they come back from school or whatever, right before shift change, you can slide back out type shit. So on the dead homies, I go with it, whatever. I'm in there, kicking it, doing out in like a big old dorm setting, like it ain't sales or whatever. They got the dorm clean as a joint, but on the hood, for some reason, out of this big clean dorm, they decide to make the fighting ring in the shower. Why? I have no idea, but wasn't the smartest idea to me. But long story short, as I'm hitting the homies bunk, and you feel me, certain people's is like laying down and all that, I'm getting up on folks, whatever, on the hood, these homies though. I don't remember exactly who was in there. I remember a couple of people, but it was so many of them, I can't really tell you exactly everybody that was in there. But at this time, some of them was at school or wherever they was at. So on the dead homie, as I'm walking from somebody bunk, like coming out of like the back in a cut in the alleyway somewhere, and I don't know, usually in dorms and stuff, this type of places that you fight in the cut, back in the back of the dorm type stuff. But on the dead homies, on AFC, cuz when I get, like I'm walking back down the aisle towards the front of the dorm, somebody tapped me on my shoulder, so I'm definitely for sure thinking it's one of the homies, somebody I know, tapped me on my shoulder, asked me, "Are you from 40s? I go, 40, where you from? Cuz gonna say, "I'm from PDL, Blood, we finna get down." And the crazy part, I never remember this dude's name. I had 2 incidents with him. He's the same 2 incidents on the hood, but now he got these like dreads, and it's like half of them is sticking up this way in a little rubber band or whatever, and half of them sticking up this way in a little rubber band or whatever on UFC. So, bam, on the dead homies. So half of the homies like shocked though, like what the you in here with all us? Like you could have been got a fade. You tripping? Like you don't even like the homies on cub. Basically, some of them mad like yeah, nigga, like what the fuck? No, hell no, the homie not finna squabble cut. Like nigga, cut came up here to kick it with the homies real fast. Cut didn't come up here to fight like whoa. And on the hood, long story short, all that shit cool, right? But at the end of the day, I'm like on some shit. My pride's still too big. He called me out though on a dead homie. He talking about fighting me. No, we not doing that on a dead homie. I'm finna get down with cuz. Y'all get cuz second fade or whatever y'all do. That's on y'all, but me and cuz finna get it in. Where y'all squabble at? On hood, bro. My parents up and shit on a dead homie. But remind you, you go to court, you got on like your freshest county issue on the hood. Like you finna touch on some people's, ain't finna do a bitch ass thing. But on the dead homies FC, so me and cuz get it in. But it's so trash on the dead homie. They ring is the shower, and I want to say one of the shower heads is broke to where the shower just running. So it's wet as a motherfucker in here. Me and cuz slipping and sliding all around the shower. I'm gonna keep it so hood. I don't even think nobody really even connected a real punch on each other. Keep it hood. That shit was trash. Caca doodle, whatever. On 410, and I'm on some shit like, look, cuz on FC, like. We gon' cut bump on the dead homie. Y'all niggas don't fight in the dorm. Like everybody like, nah, this where we get it in at. I'm like, this shit trash on hood. I can't get jiggy with this on the hood. So on FC, long story short, the homie cuz from 6 Deuce jump in the ring. Nigga on FC, that ain't cuz. Gotta, you feel me? EC Crip like whoa. Get in there on cuz, and I ain't gonna lie, like swallow cuz, run through cuz, and it was just on some stuff like. I don't know if he used to this fighting in his wet stuff or it was just that much he swallowed him though immediately. Like it wasn't nothing the boy could do with cuz. Run through cuz. AFC. So on the dead homies, shortly after this, it's like low-key bittersweet. The peoples who coming back from court, we probably kick it for like another 10 minutes at the most, because all the commotion, everything, he getting ready, everybody doing what they doing, or I don't know if they decide who gonna catch it back, whatever they doing on the hood, so it take us a minute to actually go and actually confirm and get it in, then all that, the homie catch the second fade, all that, so now it's like a little bullshit, like fake ass talking session, like quick though, and the homies come back, so it's my time to fold up. I get on, and it's the type of risk you take. You could get caught up, and they on some stuff like, man, where you at? Where you going? Or whatever, and end up in the hole for this type of stuff. But it's like certain people, you don't know when y'all gonna see each other again, or on the dead homies, how long it been since y'all seen each other. It's like I'm willing to take that risk to go see my dog for real. You feel me? But on FC, certain people, like, you feel me? It's to each his own really around that motherfucker. on the dead homie. So, long story short, we're gonna fast forward. I make it back to the module. When I make it back to the module, I don't know, I don't think Leaf was in the cell at the time. So Infant in there, I'm talking to Infant, I'm telling him about basically on hood. I just roamed up to the dorm on Crip, nigga called me out like woo woo. So I'm trying to leave it right there. I just squabbled with the boy from PDL, but S-Bone is the type of person who gonna ask you so many questions and investigate the situation for himself until he get the answer you looking for type shit. It's just like, look, just break down the whole story for cuz. Here, bam, boy, on FC, Leaf come back, gotta tell him again. He like, oh yeah. And it was always a thing too, I ain't gonna lie. Leaf would always be on some stuff like, on FC, cuz is ready to trip and go above and beyond every time I get into something, but I'm always just like doing what I'm doing and wherever I'm at, and it just happened, and he be doing him somewhere else, and it just go like that, whatever. So Flum, fast forward, Infant S-Bone catch the chain to prison, be next door to Comrade and the homies, cuz, and my boy Big Solo from Grape, and we was all in the 4-man cell, so we ended up moving from a 4-man cell to a 2-man cell where me and Leaf was just Selly's by ourselves. So now, remind you, is how I'm put all of it together first. Our neighbor is a dude from New York, Brim, on the hood, and it's like, come on, cuz, everybody know, alright, I originally met him. This was my very first celly, straight through processing. And on the dead homies, cuz be like trying to breathe, like on some just Brim is Brim shit. But we in there for 3-4 days. And on the dead homies, cuz when he see the tattoo I got on my hand, he like get at me with the like, hey, you got the homies whacked out, like we gonna get on or some shit like that or whatever. Long story short, the homie from 11-8 like go for it on cuz, and cuz just like with the like just let it go, some shit like that. But I'm trying to, I don't know, but I'm not gonna never say cuz was a buster, none, on 410 Crip and on the dead homies. You just from New York, you feel me? And I've been on the yard with cuz in prison, on the dead homies, 2-3 modules with cuz in the county, really from New York, like he'll fight for the Bloods, whatever, like that type of stuff. But long story short, this is our neighbor. So one day, I'm just on the tier, like randomly, and it's not long after we moved up here though, on the hood. So we wasn't even in that cell long. That's where all the stuff happened, alleged with the boy, NBA, all that situation, and I ended up going to the whole, they didn't accept level 9s back in the module, and it just was ugly from there. That's how I like got banned from that whole floor pretty much, and got the K2 stuck on a 2000 flow type situation. But bam, back into it. Remind you, Leaf always out the cell, and our cell stay open on the hood to where it's not full, like all the way open, but it's cracked open to where we can fit in and out that motherfucker or whatever. So on the hood, I come off the tier to do something. I think the gate lock, Leaf called me. I run down to the gate and I holler at cuz, he want me to do something or grab something out the cell. Whatever he wanted me to do, it totally slipped my mind. On my way back to the cell now, I'm just spinning, but you know, I'm like scanning into cells, but I'm not really, you know, I don't want to just look like I'm all in your business, like walking past your shit, but it be new people come in the county daily. But long story short, I get to about cell 3 or 4 right in the front though. It's like 13 cells on the tier, something like that. So flunk, as I'm pushing past, I'm like skim in, but I'm jogging and I see cuz, but I just see the 2 things right there. So when I like double back, it's the same old boy from PDL that called me out. So I get on it like immediately, when you get right here, you feel me? We out every day. He like, I just got here, whatever. On 40 Crip, you already know it, so we finna get down. Like, alright, you feel me? Regular, like it wasn't nothing that was like against, but you see how stuff like this take place to where it's like, you won't run into that man again. That's why you always be yourself, cuz that's your energy. Be that person. If you by yourself with your homies, wherever, be who you are, cuz. But on the day, homies, long story short, they finna run like day room or showers or something. and they finna open doors. So my door is open already, remind you, but I used to be like tired of running around and talking to a bunch of nobodies all day. Like, ain't nothing really out there for me. If I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna go in there and kick it with Conrad and them. The homie running around, and Lomac used to do that with him and stuff, and I go kick back, you feel me? So, like I said, the situation was better in the cell for me, for real. Nigga really keeping it hood, like, our county jail term was better than, really for sure, way more than half a lot of those, like, real prison term, for real. Like, we had it going on, so I just kick it in the cell, stay back, whatever. On the hood, do what I'm doing in the cell, keep the peoples off me. On the dead homies, try to be a forgotten soul. Resume on the dead homies. They letting us out for, I don't remember exactly what they letting us out for, but they letting them out from 13 open up first, then when they step out, 12 come out, 11 all the way down the line. We way like towards the back, but like the middle, probably like 9. Our neighbor is the dude from New York, so he probably about 10. He fall out, and he see me waiting in front of the cell, so he like, what you want? I'm like, on the hood, finna handle some business. Asked the dude from PDL where he from. He like, I'm from PDL, whatever, alright. Satanic, New York, or 59 Brent, whatever, on hood, 40. Cause stayed on that, it's like, probably like a good, not a year after I met Cub, but like 6 months for sure. But long story short, on the hood, the cell ended up opening. On the dead homies, we get it in, get right cracking, flow, flat, blow, flat, blow, flat, blow, flat, boom. On the hood, going on the dead homies. And I'ma keep it hood, Cub was young, like, we was both young on the hood. So we probably like, both like 20, on the hood, 21, some shit like that, on FC. But, I think 20, I'm 20 at the time, for sure, I'm 20. But, on FC, Cub, boom, on the hood, we going. Go another round type shit. And on FC, I ain't gonna lie, we like locked up. Blow, blah. You could tell he been doing his little push-ups and stuff. He in the cell, peeled out. FC got his little weight up. On the dead homies, we go another round. And I bust cut mouth or bust cut nose. One of the two. But on the dead homies, gave me a good fight, though. I ain't gonna cap on the hood. So, on FC, that happened, whatever. And that's cuz it's washing his face. I'm sitting with my back to the boards and the door is locked now. We gotta wait till they come back from wherever they going to where they get to opening the cells back up or whatever. So we in here with the doors locked on FC. As I'm looking and talking to the dude from New York on the dead homie, like I said, cuz I ain't gonna say Buster. And on the hood, the homie be telling me like, I be giving these dudes too much, like when we want to say this is busters, but you know I try to keep my content respectful, whatever. So I don't really be doing a lot of stuff that I could get on here and do. I just keep it PG-13 for real. But on FC, yeah, homies, cuz I see the look in cuz eyes, and he just immediately gets to explaining something. So I turn around and it's Leaf on the dead homies. But you gotta remind, look, Leaf is so cold with like his facial expressions and everything he want to say written all over his face before it ever come out. So whatever he's seen, you just see the fear of God and come like, bro, look, no, I swear it's not nothing like this. Like, we get to explaining it. It's just C-Star. It's C-Star. C-Star in here doing some gangster shit. You know C-Star, he doing what he do, man, you know. And I'm just right here making sure it's fair. Like, he explaining his case on the dead homies. So Leaf's sitting there like, and I tell cuz like, look, nah, I'm 410. I just called cuz out because this the same dude from when I was telling y'all about when I run whatever, a couple months, whatever. And he like, click it in, all right, locked in, whatever, all right, bam. So on 410 crib, on the dead homies, in the midst of this, it's a dude named AG Blue from 6-0 on the hood. I know cousins, I was a young dude too, grew up in the neighborhood with us, whatever. But AG Blue from 60s on the hood, I was just on a violation probably like 8-9 months before I came to jail and did my run shit. and cuz was in the dorm with me, and I'm getting into it with a dude from Fruittown Brim. I'm not getting into it with cuz, but cuz just keep woofing through the door, and I'm on some shit like, listen, cuz, we go to your, I'm getting cracked, and cuz, on 40 Crip, we gonna get down, like, stop talking to me, cuz, I'm hood, like, I ain't with the, like, board sale soldier shit, like, on 14 Crip, so, long story short, the day we finally go to yard, I got court, I go to court, AG Blue knock cuz out on 40th Street, and I ain't seen cuz since, right? So this is my only, and I was at court, I didn't see the knockout. So this is my only initial hearing of cuz fighting until this day, right? And on FC, cuz I ain't gonna lie, Leaf C, AG Blue, call cuz down the tier, right? So the tower and shit, like, it's a big old wall that separate the A and the C side from the B and the D side. So it's A, B, C, D, basically, I'm guessing. So some shit like that, whatever. On 40 Crib, it might be opposite, but on hood. So D Blue comes to the door, cuz signal for the Johnny, and remind you, cuz it's like, once cuz on the floor, it ain't nothing that they not gonna do when cuz say do it, type shit, like the police is for it. Now, in the cell, it might be hard to get the police to do some shit, cause on the Crip, they really trying to nigga get their shit over with and go home on 410. So they're like, on the dead homies, bullshit you while you in the cell, but cuz out there, anything cuz say, gon' shake immediately. On 40 Crip, cuz signal to the tower, he get him to open the cell. So as cuz get him to open the cell, I like step out that motherfucker, and he tell cuz like, hold on, talking, do whatever he do. On FC, so AG Blue on some shit like, keep trying to like examine me, like, what the you straight, like I'm spotty, cuz I'm like I'm straight, cuz. So he like trying to look at me like, watch out, type shit. So Leaf looking at cuz like, fuck you doing, nigga, get down with cuz on FC. Long story short, so I ain't gonna lie, all of my mind is telling me, cuz knock the boy out, no, FC knocked the boy out, so let me see it, like, let me see what that motherfucker looking like on the hood. Dead homies, cuz go in there, they both like taking forever to swing on each other, and that's what I don't. I'm not letting my fight do all the stupid ass Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather ass. We ain't doing that, cuz on hood. So, long story short, taking forever to fight each other type shit. And as soon as the homie throw his big, heavy, and remind you, cuz like stocky as a motherfucker, probably like 5'10", workout heavy type stuff. Go for the like swing, stupid, crazy whore. Young from PDL, like sidestep cuz or something. 2-piece, bap, 410, like shake cuz up. So now they go back for it. On the dead homies go again. It just ain't going in the homie favor. Second round, third round, and try again. AFC Young split cuz whole lip. Max I cut tooth through his lip. My dude from PDL. On AFC, I'm like, cuz. On FC, Leaf with the like, get your stupid ass up the ring, like, get out, man, watch out, step out, type shit. FC, seeing cuz on his way, I think he was downstairs for real. It was just your luck of coming to peek up here on your way back from court. 40s, lips split all through cuz shit, seeing cuz home. Me and Leaf, we pushed back to the cell, we laughing, clowning on the dead homies, but this how we have programmed too, like, on FC, if on 14, like, the whole tier in the shower in the day room, we'll be in the cell, cuz out they face. Then when they in the cell, cuz out the way, gone, from. And I low-key kick it in the cell type shit. But that'll be like our time, we on the tier by ourselves, blowing it down, whatever, on hood. So, from. Now, we all know on the dead homie, and then this is what else I was gonna say too. After this though, cuz I wasn't present for it, I was gone. On the dead homies, I was gone. But the homies end up packing the boy from Brim out from New York, though, because Conrad get high and rapping on the tier. Conrad don't smoke. I think he like hit some weed, get to rapping on the tier, and he say his line from his song, I'm quick to milk a fruity nigga like some cereal. Basically, a dude from, like, okay, it's like a kind of derogatory slur for the Fruittown Brims or whatever. And like I said, New York on the like, Brim is Brim, I don't care what Brim, I'm from all Brim, he tripping. He say something on the tier, and he in a cell with two homies, and he try to go in and say some tough stuff on a tier. Leaf go crazy on a tier, make them, man, get cut. They in there swallowing. Piranhas eat him up on FC. JD from 9-0 and AG Blue. So this is the same dude on Hood. Now, Trump. We all know it's a humongous difference in Los Angeles County being from LA Brim or New York Brim, right? So from on the dead homies, you was just forced to watch somebody younger than you. And remind you, all bloods from run together. I don't give a fuck you from Costa Mesa or Africa. If blood your last name, y'all all from the same core. On the real. But on the hood, FC, long story short, you end up having to watch this young catch two fades. Now my thing is like, would I have did that? No. On Hood Crip, me and S-Bone or whoever, like I can't even do that because some of these dudes be friends and homies by default. Like me and S-Bone really childhood, juvenile hall, one of their homies, county jail, been prison everywhere. So it's like me and Cuz is on another level, but I don't give a fuck if Cuz was right, wrong, or purple or blue, nigga, whatever, on 40th Street. If Cuz fighting, I'm fighting. Whether Cuz fucked up, unless it's like him getting DP type shit, but as far as anybody that's not the 40s and Cuz is fighting, I have to get involved because we'll talk about the wrong shit later on. If that's bone fighting, I'm fighting. You feel me? A lot of stuff that we went through, or not went through, but like fights and stuff we had, you know, that they, Leaf was, you know, we was kids, Cuz on the hood, so it's a lot of shit that we would get into. And remind you, Cuz, we don't sit up under Cuz all day like pacified or no shit. So a lot of shit we'd get into, Cuz wouldn't be present for, or it'd be like on Hood, we got it on the dead homies, Cuz. So on Hood at the time, Cuz all the homies 40s, and that's just what that was. We tiny local, we tripping, and we on that, and we on whatever amongst each other, for each other, for the homie, for whatever, for the crib on FC. But now, New York Brim, you just had to watch old boy run them two phase, all that type of stuff. The boy YG Nut, you was in our cell when multiple people came in there and had to fight me and the homie or whoever. So I'm rolling, cuz I ain't gonna lie though, we wouldn't have like no lineup sessions in our cell and stuff. That's what we'd use other people's cell. We ain't having no extra individual just come in our shit or whatever. But on Hood Crib, it just be my thing, and that's what I justify a lot of stuff by, like, nah, cuz I ain't going out like that, like, oh man, or I can't do that, or you know, you just know right from wrong. Like a lot of this shit don't be rocket science at all on the dead homies, but that's just that, cuz on Hood. But on FC, we got like so much, cuz on 410, that this could like really keep rolling for a long, long time. And on the dead homies, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, the homies really be on, well, I can't say everybody individually, but that's why if you anywhere where you run into like multiple neighborhoods together, you gonna for sure see us with like a workout program, we getting it in and all that. Like we too hated, the most hated, for real, basically. Like you see any day, any given second, stepping up out of yourself, going anywhere, it's bound to pop for sure. Like it's bound to get cracking. And knowing you from the most hated shit with all these enemies in this county, it's like you better be prepared and all that type of stuff, cause we like was running a zero tolerance for Buster Mark. This shit for real, like on the hood. But on FC, like I said, we still going crazy. We gonna keep this shit rolling. It's back. We cracking on the dead homies. My boy Braves that went down to the county for whatever reason he did that. On the hood, he down there causing havoc though. What the fuck I do with them? He down there causing havoc for sure on the hood, but everything's still rolling, cuz this shit regular on the dead homies, and we gonna keep giving the people what they want. 410. I see extras going crazy. Shout out to the boy. Shout out to everybody that ain't telling, free everybody that ain't telling, man, on the hood. And I'ma for sure keep the content running on the dead homies. They just whack me over the brain for the phone, but you know, gotta do what I gotta do. This like my job now, for real. gotta keep the money rolling on FC, but we going crazy, and we're gonna keep doing what it do. And I'm about to do a backup page just for the sake of it, and I need y'all to all go and subscribe to the backup page. I'm gonna drop it on here and on 40 Crip. It's another thing I forgot, man. That's S-Bone that has the channel. His channel will be dropped in the title, so y'all tap into my boy situation too on the hood. The lockdown didn't go too well for me, but it didn't go too bad. I ain't really tripping off that, but 40th Street, right here. I'm gonna keep giving the people everything they want, cause I ain't giving up, I ain't letting up. 40 this, 40 that, the Vernon hat.